Okay, so here we are. We have the OKC Thunder versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, I am playing as Oklahoma because I personally think that they are the ones who are going to win this series. If you're not from Canada, you probably won't know this, but if you are from Canada, there is a bracket going on with TSN where if you can pick the best bracket, you will win $1 million. Now, I have OKC winning in 6 games against Portland. The reason is Paul George and Westbrook. Both players are really good, and I personally am a huge fan of OKC. I'm not a huge fan of Westbrook, but I am a big fan of the way he plays. So from there, they're just a massively amazing team. Westbrook is super quick, super fast, can dunk like crazy like that. And I am barely even looking at my screen right now, and I can still play like this. I wish I could be playing in the NBA 2K Professional League. That would be pretty cool. However, not. And so why I'm saying Oklahoma's going to win. Of course, Portland is a really good team. But athletic-wise, OKC wins. And in the playoffs, that is a huge portion of winning, is just your athleticism. And being able to jump higher for longer, faster, better defense, just overall. Overall, much better of a team.
Grant against Aminu.
That didn't work, but that doesn't matter. We're up by 4. Now, Damian Lillard is a very good player. He can shoot, he can drive, he can do a lot. But, in my mind, I see Damian Lillard as basically a very similar player to Russell Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook is just an absolute insane player.
To the paint, it's tipped. Here's Adams, and the shot is.
And when you have a center like Adams, who is just ridiculously strong, he's from New Zealand. Now imagine him on the rugby pitch. He would be like he'd be running towards you. He'd be like, I give up.
Gotten stronger, just a bruising presence.
Westbrook is just insane,
and he can do a lot more damage.
Like when you're as quick as Westbrook, it's scary.
I'm surprised he didn't put a little something.
When you're playing against Westbrook, and like I can tell you right now, even when I was at my prime playing weight and everything, I would never have a chance to guard that guy. He is stupidly fast.
He feeds it to Cantor. Arkless kicks to Aminu. Shot clock at 6. Connects from three-point range.
Well, it's been a few years that defenses have challenged Aminu to take.
I would just love to see the types of workouts he does.
Shoots it up.
To be able to have the fast twitch muscles that Westbrook has. Like, it's stupid how strong that guy is.
Inside position.
And it's good for 2.
The number of go.
But this is why I think OKC is going to win. Now, Portland has the home court advantage, and all that other stuff, but
to the inside.
if you can run screen and rolls, and you've got somebody as strong as Adams, somebody as fast as Westbrook, you could quite literally run screen and roll offenses all day and just win at like everything. It's stupid how good they are. I haven't even used Paul George yet. And he is a ridiculously gifted offensive player as well.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, he can be a good finisher.
And then off the bench they have Patrick Patterson, who is a really good small forward as well, who can shoot the 3.
Off target from three-point range.
Just don't get him shooting free throw shots with a second left with the game on the line, because he will not hit them. Schroeder off the bench. Like, this team is really deep.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's not an illegal screen. The guy tried to fight through. Come on. So,
really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the
OKC Thunder, overall, pretty deep. Not as deep as somebody like the Raptors or the Bucks, but still a really good team. They have
Noel's checked in.
a good bench player for each position. They have a good forward, a good backup forward. I mean, a good backup guard.
First shot, first basket.
So they're pretty deep. If they stick to an 8-person lineup, they'd be good. If there's an injury, won't be so good.
After they left,
the circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida.
And then they have Noel as a backup center, which is, again, another good, strong backup. If they stick to an 8-person lineup with no injuries, they could possibly get to the Western Finals. But I really doubt that they're going to be able to beat Denver or Golden State.
Continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
now here's Schroeder following the shot by Myers-Leonard. Here's Burton. And here is Patterson. 6 to shoot.
Let's see if we can back him up a little bit.
Tries again.
Oh, he got blocked.
And a wide open look for Hood. Off target from
What are we
outside.
doing? Why do we not have Westbrook in?
7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And here's George for 3. Off to a good start as he hits.
We need to get George in this Paul George rock on the offense now. Totally forgot about that guy.
Here's Leonard. And it's Noel with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Shooter kicks to Noel. Pass to Patterson. And here's
Nobody's going to guard him in the corner? Oh, okay.
grabs the miss.
He was wide open and he missed that. He better not do that in real life.
Now Curry. Shoots over Schroeder. Opponent motivating guys to
Okay, so we are back to the game. We have Schroeder and we still have Westbrook on the bench. By the way, if you haven't guessed, I'm just letting the offense or the players be player substitutions ran by the coach. I'm just too lazy to deal with that. I would just keep the starters in the whole game and have them tired out. That's just me. If you're a coach watching this, however, personally, I like having my assistant coach run my substitutions because then any parents who are pissed off at which player is getting in, I don't have to deal with. That's my assistant coach's job to deal with that. I get to deal with the plays, the offense, the players, how they play, and everything else. The assistant coach can deal with the substitutions because I don't care about having to deal with parents who get pissed off that little Johnny doesn't get to play that much.
Here's George following the score by Rodney Hood. Turner with the steal. And here they come. Here's Hood. It's
Wow, we really gobbled up that defensive rebound.
just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
If only I could stop getting turnovers.
Play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from
Get in.
outside.
There we go.
He can act as a playmaker.
So even and if you're a player, I would say the same thing. Like, if you ever become a coach, just let your assistant coach deal with the substitutions.
Back to Leonard.
So much easier. And I've had so many, as a head coach, I've had so many arguments about why little Johnny or little Kyle or little whoever is not playing all that much. It's because he's probably not a team player and all that other stuff, but I don't feel like dealing with all of the hassles with dealing with parents and their little kids playing time.
That three-ball drop.
So I don't. I let my assistant coach do that, and he can have fun with it.
George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Left side, Hood. From the baseline. That one wide left. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And George, here we go.
There we go. He's a beast of a player. Back up by 3, and we're rocking it. They call the timeout, and so I'm projecting that. Of course, the first game. Let's take a look. First game, Oklahoma is away. They'll be playing in Portland. I wouldn't be surprised if Portland won the first game,
Yes.
but it won't be by much. Maybe 5 or 6 points.
They're doing a
And then OKC is going to come back and win.
more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. It's good from
They're all tied up right now.
About the passing, they are moving the ball without.
Westbrook's back in, so we're going to set a little bit of a screen and roll.
Here's Westbrook.
Just because I can.
Morris finds Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard. That one off the back iron and out.
Almost got the offensive rebound there with Adams. He is a
Let
beast.
it fly from downtown. McCollum, no good.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Here's Ferguson.
Ferguson's a dunker, isn't he?
Ferguson, the pass to Grant. Adams, right side. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it.
Oh, it got blocked and it didn't go off the rim. Oh no.
This is champion for the Trailblazers.
2.5 minutes left in the game. Of course, I'm only going until half time. If you haven't watched my previous videos about this NBA playoffs first round, I just don't have the ability to do full games. I'm only doing the first halves because we have 8 videos to go through. So far, this is the 4th video that I've recorded with my commentary.
Opinion, what went wrong?
I hope that you guys haven't been enjoying today's video. If you have, and I've seen, and if you want to know that you've been able to, if you want to show off that you've watched this video all the way until this point, which is well past 10 minutes into the video, put like a hashtag watched to the end or hashtag NBA 2K. And that way I know that you've watched until this point.
It's footing or confidence again. Last season, the Blazers were at a bit of a crossroads, wondering if they should start over and make some major changes. Some rumblings at the trade deadline of maybe one of their diminutive.
Oh yeah, Ferguson for a big 3. We're up by 2 again.
Terry Stotts did a
Ferguson's a 3. He's a big jumper, so.
to the game plan and got them to.
Then again, so is like the whole half, like a big portion of OKC are big athletic players. And that's their whole thing, athleticism. Some teams go after the 3-point shot, other teams go after being a good center. OKC goes after being good athletically.
Morris inside. He's covered by
And that's an and 1. Booyah, up by 1. We're going to get to the line, we're going to get up by 2 hopefully.
We'll see Markieff Morris go to the line here.
Maybe. Yep, perfect.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw.
So we're up by 2, 1:48 left in the game for us.
Not easy to break that up.
Well, as bad as the first round might have been for the Blazers last year in terms of getting swept, it's very unique to have that kind of skill in the backcourt and hard to give up on. It's a team that won 13 straight in 2008.
Tied up 27-27. If it ends up being a tie, the third quarter will be our overtime.
Those pieces, that'll be imperative for the Blazers.
Here's Grant following the basket by C.J. McCollum.
Oh, give me a screen and roll, center for center.
Morris against Aminu. And the shot goes in.
There we go.
Morris has got 7
We're up by
points.
2 with 1:08 left.
They are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Aminu slams it in.
Okay, we're tied 29-29. Let's get the ball down the court. We're going to set a moving screen, maybe.
Lillard against Westbrook. Here's Morris.
Morris is on fire. He should. Oh, that's not us. That's Aminu who's on fire. Oops.
Shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Lillard from outside. They get the rebound. Oh, and he
Oh,
knocks it
blocked.
off the glass. Wow. Here's Ferguson. He is guarded by
Let's see
McCollum.
who's going to pop.
26 seconds left now here in the second. Morris kicks to Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot from the arc. Morris
Wasn't really expecting him to make that shot,
to the inside.
but we just need something. We don't want to lose. We're 8 seconds left. We just fouled them. We're tied. Okay, hopefully he misses one of these,
Kevin, I mean, I'm a
or else Westbrook's going to be taking a 3-point shot.
But he's fearless, heartless, And he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time.
Okay, let's see. Where is... Oh, they took him out, eh? We're going to run Paul.
Just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charities.
Paul George for 3. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at that. 2 seconds left.
All night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency?
Aha, we won by 1. Anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, this was a close game. Let us know in the comments how you liked it. And I'll see you in our next video, which is going to be Denver versus San Antonio.